Hey everyone, good morning. I hope everyone's doing awesome no matter where you are. No matter where you are, hope you're doing awesome. I've ordered a light for this. If you look at the pepper on my left here, on probably your left as well, it's a Starscream, 1.1 to 2.2 million Scoville heat units. And this other one here is a Primotalii X chocolate Moruga. You've heard both of these peppers here because I've done them before. I have done zero prep, and I hope you're having an awesome day, guys. Remember, if first you don't succeed, punt. That's my motto. Anyway, I hope everyone's having an awesome day, and we'll give some time for everyone to come in here. Let me welcome some people in. Lucky Ducky, good seeing you. Patty Fish, how you doing today, Patty? 10 shares last video. That's, to me, that's John, most of the time I'm saying, Johnny, just shut up and eat your peppers. Just shut up. And but that's a lot of shares. Now, one of the other metrics you look at, guys, is how, and I haven't done any prep, guys, so I'm going to be doing prep right now. We are going to be going to Abandoned and Forgotten Whales channel. We're going to raid his channel. I've got a timer going. If anyone wants to check on Abandoned and Forgotten Whales, you look for his live. You can pin that and maybe give us an idea on how long it comes. I think it's going to be about an hour from now. Anyway, who else we got here? Doris the Cat. Thank you so much. That's all right, Doris. I appreciate you. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Oh, good, Mike. Good. I was going to ask that you take the day off. Joe, New Image Landscaping and Concrete. Welcome. Good to have you here, bud. Mike, I saw you on Kneecap's channel, and I knew you were working. Hope you're having an awesome day, Mike. Hope it's not raining there. I think it's storming there, isn't it? Henry Zoll, how you doing, buddy? Good seeing you. I'm trying to earlier times. Obviously, a Sunday morning was a tough start, but it doesn't matter. We're just gonna go along with the flow, guys. If we have one person in here, we're fine. And if we have 5 people or 500, it doesn't matter to me. So obviously, by the way, welcome everyone. Let me see. Good seeing you, Henry. Or Explorer. They're supposed to be pretty hot peppers. And here's my read on all this, guys. Whoops, let me see here. Sorry, I think I blocked out everything. You might have zero visibility here. 1 second. There we go. Gareth, we're going to raid your channel next. If you would tell me how many minutes it is until we have 5 minutes to go, and then I'll write that down and we'll go raid your channel. That's the goal here. Regarding chocolate bootless, my coffee is exactly 143 degrees. 131 now in the air. Just made it, the fresh pot. Hope you're all doing well. We're going to be eating peppers that range from 1.1, 1.2 to 2.2 million. What does it mean? Absolutely nothing. It doesn't mean anything, guys. Well, it means stuff to the wrong people, but it doesn't mean anything to me. So, well, I bet you were cold. I bet it's got to be freezing there. Now let's get back to the chocolate bootless. I eat chocolate bootless. They don't have a lot of heat to me, but apparently some people think they have a lot of heat. They're really ranked high. They barely do anything to me. I barely get up to anything on a rating scale. I should probably have a bunch of them. Don't want to. I have no interest in, guys, doing any of that stuff because I'm not doing this for you guys. Actually, I'm doing it just to have entertainment for me. I don't even like peppers. And I'm going to tell you, I'm just eating peanut butter, guys. I haven't had a chance to prep. So bootlegs are supposed to be really hot. Bruce thinks they're really hot. Me personally, I don't have any issue with them. They don't do anything to me. And a lot of peppers don't do a lot to me. Single peppers, right? Why? I don't know. People do things different. They eat a whole bunch of stuff to see if they can show you how great they are. And God bless them. If that's where you are in your life, and that's what you need to do to impress people, then you go ahead and do that. Me, I stop when I hit a 2 or a 3. Why? I'm old. Good, Kim. Thanks for being here, Kim. You rock, Kim. Take your time, no rush. 80 minutes. 80 minutes. And that is, let me see where my timer. You're going to see some blackout here, guys. Don't let it bother you. Okay, my timer's good. I have a timer up, guys, and I just wanted to make sure that it was set. Gareth and everyone, just remind me in 80 minutes. So the next question. Pepper X. Everyone's got their opinion of Pepper X. 3 months ago, it's never going to come out. Now that it comes out, I knew it was going to come out. All this rubbish, guys. And I'm sure, guys, I refuse to listen to all the nonsense about the pepper. Here's some facts for you. If you want your star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame, you have to pay for it. It's a lot of money. And you have to go through the channels. You have to suck it up. And you have to make sure everyone's all feeling all fluffy. If you go to the Guinness Book of World Records, it costs you a lot of money. You have to do stuff. I haven't seen any of the data. I haven't seen one thing. I haven't heard one person, and no one's even mentioned this. Oh, let's not talk. How does it taste? How does Pepper X taste? No one's talked about it. And I'm guessing it's going to be a nothing burger, right? I have some opinions on what's going to be going on, and I've already expressed them. I don't want to express it again. But no one really knows anything. Anyone who says they do doesn't know anything. And my guess is, and I don't know anything, that we'll never see the pepper for 2 or 3 years. If we do, I don't know why you would do it, because everyone will grow them and they won't buy the pepper seeds. So if I was him, I wouldn't sell the peppers to anyone. I wouldn't give anyone a seed. All the peppers I grow would go to a processing facility. I take the first year's grow, multiply that times 50 for the next year grow. If I get a good go of it, depending on sales, I would look at what year, 2, 3, 4 years out, I would have the pepper being available. Of course, I'd also already have the next generation out there. But if the pepper doesn't taste very good, guys, who's going to want to eat it? So I'm not sure we're ever going to see the pepper, guys. If we do get seeds, I'd be very surprised. Why would you sell a seed to a plant, a pepper? Why would you sell a pepper that has seeds that would allow you to be eliminated from proprietary growth? Right? So I'm sure there's others. Guys, this industry is so toxic, and from the top to the bottom, it's just a bunch of dopes. 2% of them, 2% of the people, guys. Rest of the people I have no problem with. And if you listen to them, most of them don't care either. They just say, hey, listen, we'll just do it. But if you're looking at this from a standpoint of entertainment value, you can let this entertain you, right? Pepper X has been talked about for 2 to 3 years. I haven't cared about Pepper X for 2 to 3 years. When Pepper X comes out, if it comes out in the sauce, I refuse to buy it. Fuck him. I'm just not going to buy it. Sorry for the language, guys. It's the smart thing to do. I do the same thing. I would never release my pepper for 2 to 3 years. If you do that, you're a fool. Next, you'll see a whole bunch of other people claiming to have Pepper X equivalents with no proof. That's the problem with even this pepper right here, 1.2, this Primotalii chocolate Moruga. This pepper here is 1.2 to 2.2 million, right? Well, it's really probably 1.3, 1.2, could be 900,000, who knows? This one here, 1.1 to 2.2 million Scoville heat units. This might be 1.1 million, might be 2.2 million, might be hotter, might be less. Who knows? If you don't have documented testing on this stuff, guys, it's worthless. I've seen there's a lot of people that want to make themselves look good in this industry, and that's fine. I just speak for me. That's their thing. They can do that. But unless you have documented testing, they have a video that says X, and they don't have documented anything, then they're really it's not valid. It's just it's bloviating to get a hit, right? I don't do that, guys. You're coming here to watch me move forward and build my heat tolerance. And one of the things that I want to make sure everyone understands, hey, Treasure Woman, good morning. Yards Foods, thank you very much for coming in. Big Don R. Yeah, there you go. See, and I'm just going to tell you this, Org Sport. 99% of all rumors are started by people that have no information, want to feel important, and need to bloviate so they look like they have some knowledge. I haven't seen really anything on people doing that yet, but just wait, it's coming. It's coming. And, you know, guys, I'm going to tell you this secret here. Where I am at work, everyone is always talking about this and that and all the drama and all this stuff. And finally, after they come up to me and ask me what I think, I said, think about what you're saying. Does that make any sense? Oh, yeah, it makes tons of sense. I said, how does it make sense? And I work them through the consideration of what they're talking about. And I said, so really what you've just said to me is it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but, you know, I heard, and I said, no, if it doesn't make sense, and if that's not a workable solution, why would you even care? Blah, 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 blah. I said, okay, so here's my opinion. You need to not worry about this. You need to worry about what you can control. 1, worry about what you can control. 2, focus on what you know. People judge you based on how factually stated you are, right? And if you are the only voice of reason, people will seek you out. Well, after 6 months, everyone started coming to me and saying, what do you think about this? You don't buy into all this stuff, because all the theories and all this malarkey that they were coming up with never panned out, never came out to be true. Always he said, she said, you know, a memo or whatever, or this is what it really said, or that's what. Stop it. If you want to make yourself unhappy and you want to worry yourself to death, guys, you can focus on all the things you can't control. You can focus on all the things you have no input on at all, and that you never heard one word of. Conversation, you You never saw one word in a memo. You never saw one fact. You never saw anything. Those are the people that eventually everyone shuts down. They turn them off. So my opinion here, guys, and the reason why everyone came to me for input on this kind of stuff, even at one of the jobs where I was probably the lowest guy in the totem pole, and they asked me to do stuff that was at the CFO level. Think about that. So why would they do that? It's because you have a really reasoned approach to rational thought. Am I wrong? Hell yeah. And when I'm wrong, guys, there's body parts flying all over the world. They're flying all over the world. We're all wrong on occasion. Why? Because we missed something. We weren't told something. We never thought of something, right? It just makes sense. So, or explore. My point is this. What we don't know with this pepper is more important than what we do know. And I'm gonna tell you, as a person who ripped the throats out of many a company, this we have to wait for the ride to start. We have to watch the ride. And I would say this too. I would take your effort into Pepper X, and I would look at some of the pepper growers that do some hybrids. They might be able to get you up to a higher, almost as high, without documentation, right? Without the testing, the actual testing. I saw Pepper X had an institution that did some testing. I need to see it, guys. And then I'm going to send it off to a PhD. But my point is this: if I ever get it, and if I have time. My point is this, though, guys. I would look at getting hybrids. I would look at what you can control. So who would I find? I would go to some of the personal small growers. I would contact them and say, listen, do you have anything that's higher, that you think is higher heat than the Primotalii, than the Reaper by a far margin? It may be unstable. It may be the F1, F2, F3, meaning the first, second, third generation. And that's not stable, guys. So it can change quite a bit. And then you can find some peppers. But you need to go to these growers. You need to start building those relationships. Pepper X, to me, I couldn't care less if it lights on fire. I couldn't care less whatever it does. Because anything like this, guys, that you see is going to be a letdown. I'm going to tell you it's going to be a letdown. For me. No matter what they do, it's going to be a letdown because this has been going on forever. Forever. Pepper X has been going on forever. And I couldn't care less if I ever see it, if I ever taste it, and if I ever do, you're going to see the same demeanor as I have right now. Let's see what we got. Let's see what it does to me, and let's see where how I can handle it. And it probably, if it is what it says it is, 2.6 million on average. I think Bruce said that's extract level. I don't think I'd have a problem with that, but I think I'm going to have a problem with that. I just think it's going to be a new frontier, right? Because these peppers here that are talked about 2.2 million, and you can come and go, guys, as you want to. 2.2 million, they're not 2.2 million. They're probably in the range somewhere far below that, or maybe a little bit higher, but chances are less, right? Because that's the upper part of the range. So I'm not trying to get on soapbox here, guys, but you have to use rationale. If you need hits on YouTube because you need to feel like you're Mr. Important or Mrs. Important, or that you feel like, you're an expert, my God, then God bless you. Knock yourself out. I'm going to wait until I actually have one in my hand. I'm planning that on being 2 years. And if ever, and something else will replace it. This is such a competitive market. It's so heated and so toxic, guys. You're never going to get the whole truth. You're never going to get the whole truth. And everyone's going to claim they know the truth. I doubt anyone has any bearing at all. In fact, it's all innuendo because I'm telling you, these pepper growers, they hate each other. And for me, that's why I don't deal with the whole community, guys. I just stay off to my side. I do my thing. I worry about myself, and that's all I do. Or explore, great question. And I am an amateur. I'm not an expert on this by any means, but I am far I do pretty good in how I think, right? So I hope that helps you a little bit think this thing through. I would go to your small growers in your local area. I would go to Etsy. I would go to eBay. I'd go to Instagram. I'd go to even Facebook. I'd find growers that are local. Then I'd find anything that they have that would be hotter. I'd ask those questions. You can narrow down on this, and you will find some interesting things for yourself. I hope that answers your question. That's exactly what I'm thinking. And guys, this just by how this pepper is put out there. Did they talk? By the way, did they talk about how it tasted on the hot ones? They probably had a specific rule not to talk about how it tasted. Just focus on the heat. Yeah, yeah, I'm thinking you're right. Yeah, Don, if you want some hot peppers, I can give you to a name to someone. Just contact me at johnnysmallpepper@gmail.com. They're a little bit expensive. I don't care. I couldn't care less. Um, I don't go to the mobs pepper growers. I go elsewhere, and I'm very pleased with what I got. And I'm going to continue to go that way because um, and I don't talk about the growers I buy them from. I don't talk about how hot they are versus how this is new landmark pepper. I don't do any of that. I'm just focused on eating peppers, doing multiples, and doing more multiples of those peppers. But Don, if you need some peppers and you want some, I might be able to get you in touch with someone. They have a whole myriad of peppers. I asked for the hottest ones above Reaper. That's what I asked for. Hey, Arsenic, happy Sunday, guys. My little spiel for today, before I begin, because I don't know what I'm doing here, um, is I was at the grocery store today. Obviously, I'm not on a mountain hiking, right? I'm not on a mountain hiking. You can probably tell it. I'm on a mountain, but I'm not hiking. So, what am I doing? I am actually not hiking. I had a conversation last night with the whiff, and it turned out that our schedules had a conflict. And I said, okay, so I won't go tomorrow. It'll give me more time to plan for next week. I'll go out and do all X, right? I took care of some business. So I went and did it. I just got back 15 minutes before the program. I have no complaints. I helped alleviate some pressure for the week because my wife works incredibly hard. She's just has an incredibly hard job, really, if you think about it, and has a whole bunch of other events going on. So I ended up bailing on my hike. Who cares? Who cares? Part of life, guys. So my point is this. What I'm going to do next week, I bought All Trails, guys, which is a great, if you're looking to get out and get active, you can buy All Trails. And I'm not sure about Europe and all that. But what they have is they have an app that you can type in trails, your location, you can find trails where to go hiking. And you'd be surprised what these things pull up. I mean, you'd never even heard of this stuff. I'm going to take you, one of the first ones I'm going to do is take you to an island. I think I can get a cell signal full out there. And I'll take you with my selfie stick and all that. I'll take you out there. I think you'll really like it. It opens up at 4 a.m. I'm not going to go out there at that time, guys. Who knows what the hell's walking around the park at that time. So anyway, but that's the way it is. Let me see here. Kim, love having you. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? Um, well, we all got to be done. We all got to be, honestly. We all got to be. Face the Ace, welcome. I don't cook with anything. I've had some even some of these peppers, and they're gorgeous peppers, guys. Look at these things. Look at this pepper. Look at that pepper. By the way, I bought an LCD, variable temperature, variable color light. so I can show these better, which will mount to my post here. This is a Primotalii, and this is a Starscream, rated between 1.1 to 2.2 million, probably somewhere in the middle, guys. Maybe even on the low end, maybe on, who knows. Anyway, my point is this. This whole thing, this whole event was based on going out and changing my day's stuff. The grandkids are going to come over later, and I'm going to watch them ride their motorcycle, and I'm going to watch the other one push a little motorcycle on the ground. It's the best thing in the world. But here's the deal. I was at the grocery store, the market, as they say here, and the lady said, "How are you doing today?" I said, "I'm having a great day. Every day I try to have a great day. I do whatever I can." And we were talking about stuff, and she said, "Would you like your coffee?" I left it in my cart. I said, "Yes." I said, "Isn't it funny? Life is broken down. The greatest things in life are the simple things." And she looked up. She goes, "I just said that to the last guy. I just said it to the last guy." And it's really true, guys. To envy someone else, like if I have a hot tub, right? It's not mine. I bought the last one. My wife bought this one. No one's living the high life because they're sitting in a hot tub. No one's living a high life in a house. You're living the high life if you're doing what you want to do, guys, and you are living the life that you want to have. But you gotta get there, right? So just don't be envious. That's my point. All right, let's get some new comments. Boy, this just dumped the comment. Sorry, guys, this is crazy how this is doing this. We got 14 in the house. Tinkerbell, welcome. Izzy, thank you for coming on in. Scotty Dog Music, thanks for coming on in. Kim, I appreciate you. Cindy, thanks for coming in. Love having you, Tinkerbell. Good having you, Gareth. We're going to be rating Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. It is, let me check the timer. I'm going to go black here for a second, guys. In 51 minutes, we're going to head on over to Abandoned and Forgotten Whales, because he's got a premiere, and you're not going to want to miss this, guys. It's awesome. Face Yates, good having you. Izzy, love having you. Love having you. Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate you sharing links, guys. Anything you can do to help the channel and welcome people in is appreciated. Anyone gives you any hassle, get rid of them. Block them. You have my permission. Treasure Woman, I love having you. Thank you, Izzy. I just I'm trying to add more content to this, and I think I've found some ways to do it. But for right now, for whatever it is, it allows me to have dialogue with you guys and interaction. Sunday's a hard day, guys. Sunday's a hard day. Native Wildman, thank you for coming on in. If I skip you guys, please understand that this chat is blowing 50 comments at a time. And it's not showing me them until actually they're all, I'm past them all. Thank you for sharing links, Cindy. So what I'm going to do here, you're welcome. Okay, we're at the bottom of chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the Starscream. When I had the Starscream last time, it didn't do too much damage, but I didn't do a lot of prep today. I did prep as I was sitting here with you. I've got scalding hot coffee, so I'm going to drink the rest of this right now before I begin. Anyway, tell me what you're doing today, guys, in chat. For the people that are in here, we have 11 in the house. What are you doing today? What are you doing today to get out and do something for yourself? If you're working, right? But what are you going to do if you're not working to get out and do something for yourself? Whether it be a cup of coffee. Thank you, Patty. Thank you very much. Again, we're going to be going to Abandoned and Forgotten Whales in 51 minutes, I believe. We'll be rating his premiere. It's an awesome premiere, guys. Treasure Woman says she's been for a walk. Well, she's been, I think one day she said she was 50,000 steps in a day. That's what she was hitting, 50,000 steps. Thank you, Izzy. Native Wild Man's chilling at home with his bird. What kind of bird do you have, Native Wild Man? Curious. Been out for a walk. Cindy, good. Good for you. Treasure Woman, been out for a walk. Good for you. Well, I've got some unique stuff we're going to be doing, guys. I'm going to do some stuff that no one else has ever done. And I hope you like it when I get around to it. I just want to make sure I've got my the time to do it, because I'm working in other aspects of life in this. I'm recovering from Saturday's epic hike underground exploration with the Ore Explorer and the Irishman Explorers, editing here. Yeah, I'm sure. You're done with the video, right? But you're talking about the next one, right? I hope. Oh, having coffee with y'all. Thank you, Don R. It's great having you in here. You know, Don R is one of the guys that I just respect so much. He's on a 10 out of 10, guys. And for whatever it is, you meet people that you really find an affinity for, and you stick with them. And Don's one of those guys. He's just a great man. Just a gentle, kind man. And everyone, I've never heard a bad word about him, ever. Okay, so I think we're going to do the Starscream, guys. Starscream again. Let's take a look at this bad boy. I think we're frozen here. No, there we go. Starscream. Look at the bumps on that guy. We're getting a better. I'm getting a 4.5 by 3 variable temperature light, so I can light these peppers up with a light that shows their character better. This is a Starscream. Oh, you're welcome, Don. You're welcome. This is Starscream. Here we go. Look at the inside of that. See it? Let me see here. Look at all those seeds. It's very fresh. Feeling some heat on my tongue. Very important you chew these carefully, guys. I'm at a 0. Lips are on fire. Meaning tingly. Thanks for sharing, Winks, guys. You guys rock. How hot's my coffee? It's not very hot. 102 degree coffee. So it's not very hot. And a second here. I got it. Let's get some scalding coffee in here, guys. Because, you know, I think this will be 146 degrees. You can see the smoke as I'm pouring. There you go. Now, stick this in. We've got 100 and what we got here? 158 degrees. That's hot. Let's take a sip, shall we? Cheers, everyone. No change at all. No change at all. So I'm at a not even a notable heat range, guys. Not even a notable heat range. Next, we got our Primotalii chocolate Moruga. Primotalii chocolate Moruga. Primatalis are some of the hotter peppers that I've had. And they're pretty decent peppers, guys. They're the hottest. They're ranked as such. They have a caramel Moruga. They have a golden Moruga. Sorry, caramel Primotalii, golden Primotalii, red Primotalii, chocolate Primotalii. I'm sure there's gay pride parade Primotalii. My point is that they have a whole bunch of varieties, and they're normally pretty hot peppers. They have a little bit different taste, right? But very Primotalii-esque. So what they do is they cross in between stuff, see if they get any characteristics. Let me see. End of my tongue. Let's see if we get some heat out of this. Just a tad, not much, guys. So let's smoke a cigar because this is supposed to, shake hands with the devil stuff from a bald-headed, stupid guy. Yeah, Duggar's our favorite alien. You got that right. I appreciate all you being in here today. Thank you, Cindy. Love having you, Dougs. Patty, I love you, hon. Thanks so much for your help. Daz! Daz, my camping was great. Thank you for asking. I have 3 videos, I think, up on it. If you ever need help falling asleep, you can watch them. One was a campfire. One was eating. 2 were eating peppers. I'm going on a 10-day camping trip for Thanksgiving. I'm going to go on another 10-day camping trip the following month. So I'm really excited about that. But I do Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and I take off Mondays. Right. So it's really kind of nice. I'm in a 1, guys. If even that. Tongue, a little bit of a burn, guys. Not too much sniffles. Eyes are not tearing. So it was really good. The temperatures were great. I cooked great food. I had steak 2 nights. I had yogurt. I didn't do anything. I just needed to download, Daz. I just needed to download. And so I did. I just downloaded, and it was really awesome. Thanks for asking. Are you going to get out fishing today or this week sometime? Let me see here. Hey, Back Road. Back Road's been at the ocean, vacation. And beautiful videos, guys. Really short videos, too, which is nice. You get to see what she's looking at and all the beach videos and boogie boarding and stuff like that. Back Road Hillbillies and myself will share your link out. I cannot encourage you enough, guys, to give her a follow. She's been with me when I had 30 people back in the days. And you never forget those people, guys, period. They're always part of your staples. Thank you for coming on in. Hey, old guy, we just finished off with Starscream. Tongue has a little bit of a burn to it. Next one we're going to do is a Primotalii X Chocolate Moruga. Both of these we've done. I'm just trying to eat up the peppers. I'm never going to eat up all these before they go bad, guys. I've got another whole box of peppers, which I'm going to do tomorrow. No, I might have to take off Monday. I got a dental appointment. So I might have to take off Monday just because it's a preventative checkup, right? Yeah. Everything's good. I hope you and the family are well. Is everything good on your end there, Daz? I hope so. Old guy in Colorado had a great program last night. Mongolian beef and a dessert pizza. And he said, which I've never heard before, on a pizza of dessert. I never thought about this. Everything goes perfectly with everything else. Think about what that means. That's a big statement on a pizza dessert. Unbelievable. Old Guy, Colorado. Tons of people in there today, and a lot of people, guys, from this channel as well. Thank you very much. It's great having you over there. If you're not following Old Guy in Colorado, we'll share your link out, but please do. We've got a lot of people that went over there and just had a blast, guys. So we're going to be heading over to Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. Whoops. We're going to be heading over to Abandoned and Forgotten Whales in 38 minutes, guys. 38 minutes. We're going to do a raid on Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. He's having a premiere. And I am on a mission to get more people to his channel, because what he does is so unique, it's so terrifying, it's so skilled that you'll understand. Now, Ore Explorer and the Irish Explorer, I think it's the, I've got the name wrong, but the Ore Explorer and Abandoned Forgotten Whales and the Irish Explorers, I think that is. These guys, these cats go out there and they explore these tunnels and these caves and these mines of whales. And you will fall in love with their work. His premieres are about an hour long, but I'm going to guarantee you, you're going to go, that's cool. And if you can't watch the premiere or a whole thing through, what you do is, what I always do is I always go back and watch it. And I let them know I do. Thanks for sharing links, guys. Oh, okay. So there's a big competition. Right. So 18th of November, boy, that's a long time for you not to fish. You're going to be chopping at the bits, aren't you there, Daz? Well, it's great having you, man. It's great having you. And, you know, I imagine you're just dying right now to try to get out in the water again. He fishes on the ocean, in the bay, off the piers, along juts out on, I think, breakwalls, if I'm not mistaken, or channels. But he also fishes for carp inland, and it's really kind of tranquil, and that's kind of like a local thing where all his pack shows up, and they're great people, guys. Hey, River Rat, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing awesome. We got 17 in the house, guys. It is Sunday. This is the time I think I'm going to be going at from now on. Hey, Amanda, just chilling. Thank you for coming on in. We just finished a Starscream. Let me show you what it looks like. This is a Starscream. Look at that, Amanda. Look at that. It is a super hot pepper. It's above a ghost pepper. It's 1.1 to 2.2 million Scoville. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a Primotalii X chocolate Moruga. It is a smaller pepper, guys, and to me, I'd rather have smaller peppers that are just as hot. Why? Because you don't have to eat the volume of pepper. Sometimes, you know, and this is my gag reflex, I don't like peppers all that much, guys. So when I eat these big peppers with a lot of tissue, it just sometimes just drives me nuts. Amanda, just chilling, welcome. We'll share your link. Thanks for coming on in. River Rat, love having you. Yeah, you know what? It is about your family and you being healthy, right? We're going to be eating a Primotalii X chocolate Moruga here next. I got a ton of peppers left, guys. Oops, I don't know what happened here. Give me a second. Give me a second. My phone is flipping out, guys. All right, we're back. My grippy thing on the phone chucked on one of the keys on my iPhone, so it had a problem. Thanks for sharing links, Mike. Mike's working today. I appreciate you being in here, Mike. If you guys can show up and leave, I'm okay with that, guys. This is not meant to be, hey, let's hang around with Johnny as he blabs for 2 hours. This is kind of meant to hang around with the posse and and go about your way if you want to, or hang around if you want to. It's all about that. I do this for fun, guys. I'm not here for the numbers. I just pleased you come in and you share thoughts and you share your day. The big thing we're talking about is, what are you doing today for yourself? To me, what I did is I got all my chores done early. As soon as I'm done, I'm going to go down and do my burpees down here, and I'm going to do those for myself. My goal, my goal today is get down and do those, and then I'm going to chill for about an hour and do nothing but focus on my goals for this week. That's my win. Yeah, it was an awesome stream, old guy from Colorado. It really was. Had a great time. Thank you, Mike. Irishman Explorers, right. I thank you for clarifying that. And I follow both of these guys. They're really good chaps, and you can tell they have a really good bond when they're doing this, guys, because they have to have a lot of trust. Plus, they enjoy the hell out of each other, and it's funny listening to the banter that they have in there. It's amazing. Hi, Dispatch Detecting. Thank you for coming on in. Dispatch Detecting had a video this morning. If someone would go to Dispatch Detecting, and he did a premiere, I think today or last night. I watch millions of videos, guys. If you would go, someone would go there and get that video and share that link on here. I'd like to get people to watch it. Number one, he fought for it, man. It wasn't easy. He fought for it, and you got to give people credit. He does some metal detecting on this video. It was really great. So Dispatch Detecting, thank you for coming on in. Cindy, thank you so much for everything you're doing. Yeah, he is awesome. You're right. He is awesome. Thank you, Mike. In Dispatch, we'll share your premiere out. One of our great moderators will do that. Now, let's eat this Primotalii here instead of talking. So this is a Primotalii X chocolate. I'm at a nothing, guys. I'm in a nothing burger, period. So I'm going to have some hot coffee to see how it goes. Now, that raised my temperature up to exactly a 1, and now it's at 0 again. It was the remnants of the capsaicin. Why do I drink hot coffee? Scalding hot coffee. The temperature on this was 159 degrees when I poured it and had it my first sip, guys. Why do I do that? Because I asked the toxic people, what was the things you could do to accelerate heat? Bald-headed dumb guy said smoking a cigar. And the other people all agreed. Eating something hot, drinking something hot would accelerate the heat massively. It's something you don't do. That's what I do. And if you drink water, guys, it puts it out temporarily, and then it comes back. It goes away and then comes back. So you can sip and sip. So it comes and goes and comes and goes. The other thing that people try to do is milk. I tried milk. I tried without milk. It made no difference for me. I've eliminated it from my protocol. And I just do peanut butter. I do yogurt, and I do bread, some simple carbs. I'm trying to find a better method than carbs, guys. So I'm just telling you that. Patty Fish, I love you for being in here. Thank you so much. Amanda, just chilling. Thank you so much for being in here. Appreciate you sharing links, Mike, as always. Cindy, you have a great day. Have a great day, Cindy. Thanks for being in here. Yeah, I would imagine you too. Especially, I know you work hard, dude. I know. When I was in Scotland, the first thing I said when I get back, they said, "What do you think?" I said, "These people are working 2 jobs. They work their asses off. It is a very hard environment, and even professionals drove cabs at night. So tradespeople drove cabs at night. It was very different than our environment here, and I think a lot of people are starting to do that now with Uber and Lyft and stuff. But it's very, very hard and harsh environment. It's not easy. The world is not easy. You have to fight. And I know how hard you work for your family, and you have such a beautiful family. I hope you get out fishing earlier, but I can imagine when you do get in fishing, it's going to be awesome. We'll love having you be part of your stream that time. Thank you very much, Mike. Yeah, Cindy's awesome. It was hot. Okay, so let's eat this. I'm not expecting too much, guys. These peppers can do some damage. If you don't do peppers, you're not going to do this pepper. If you do this pepper, you're an idiot if you don't do peppers. So this is a Primotalii X chocolate Moruga. Rhino. It's as good as a pepper as you can get, guys. Some of the Primotalii that I've had have some floral hints to them. Now, I'll be honest, I've never told a lot of details of my eating peppers or the situation of why. I love stupid people to look stupid. But if one of the things that you can't use as a reference to you is how things taste for me. You can't do that. I taste floral. I think I taste floral, right? I'm pretty sure I do. 95%, I would say. How that taste and that floral would come to you, I don't know, right? And some peppers I've had are just terrible. I had one yesterday. I had, what was it? Either the purple Carolina Reaper or purple Gator Jigsaw. It was disgusting. Scalding hot coffee, nothing. My burn level, not noticeable. We have to give it a minute or two, guys. Now, why would I eat more peppers? Well, guys, several reasons. I got to work out. 2, I'm old. I monitor myself very well. There will be times when I'm just going to eat 4 or 5 of these things and just light myself up. But rarely will I do it on a day where I have activities going. Why? Because I work a lot of times, and I'm not gonna light my stomach up on fire when I go to work, guys. It's not safe. You have to be very careful on doing this stuff. And a lot of people that do this stuff, and God bless them, and they're way better than me at this, and I applaud them all the way. I would tell you they're in some discomfort, and I'm not going to do that to myself. Yeah, a matter of fact, I was at ACAs. I was saying I had some cap cramps the other night. It wasn't the last time I did peppers; it was the time before, and I had cap cramps an hour after. I forgot to do. I prepped right at the last minute. Then I said I was going to eat some stuff afterwards. I forgot because I was so busy. The grandkids came over and stuff. I forgot. And an hour after, I had a 5-minute wave of cap cramps, right? And on a scale of 1 to 10, it was a 2. It went away. And then about 3 hours after, which is normally when I get my cap cramps, me personally. And my tongue right now is at a 1. It's on top, the first quarter of my tongue. It's not on the rim. It's on the top. Mouth nothing, throat nothing, stomach. I had a pepper. So I did have that because I didn't prep well before and I didn't do anything after. Now, how did I solve it? 1 second here. Feels like I swallowed the seed. I ate 2 pieces of bread. I ate some crackers. I had some yogurt. I had 2 or 3 scoops of yogurt, and whoosh, gone. The first cap crab for 5 minutes was a 2 out of 10. The second one was a 1. These peppers and not doing the right prep, and then after your pepper stuff, like I usually have a meal, some bread, some yogurt, whatever. Afterwards, it really is important that you do that stuff. For me, guys. Other people can claim whatever they want to. I couldn't give a crap. But for me, it's important that you do stuff after. Like after I'm done here, I'm going to have 3 spoonfuls of lasagna. Then I'm done, right? So some carbs, some substance, and I've got maybe 2 spoonfuls of yogurt, and I'll be fine. Today's peppers were formidable, but I'm at right now the front part of my. It's gone from the top of my tongue, the top quarter, to the front of my tongue. Let's see how hot coffee does. That elevated a little bit. One second. Man, it feels like I swallowed the seed again. Back down. Temperature's back down. This feels, really comfortable, guys. Really comfortable. So I hope that answers your question. Yes, thank you, Carnivore Cabbie. If you're not following Carnivore Cabbie, please do. Good chap. He is a good supporter. He's a really good guy. And I just happen to, I don't know, I get him. I totally get him. And I think he's a great follow, a great supporter. I think Mike and I met a year ago, maybe a year and a half. He was Driving London was his channel. And I don't know how I found this guy, but everything through me is led by God, right? And I met Mike. And we had some similarities. And just quick comments. And I went to his next, and he was having, at that time, he was driving a bus in London, and he worked his butt off, guys. I want to tell you, it was not easy work. Plus, what a lot of you guys don't realize is Mike is a representative at the very highest level of his organization. This guy speaks at his Congress, guys. So he goes up on a podium with a lanyard, ID, and he speaks for the entire city worth of drivers in their Congress. I think that's, guys, not only do you have to do stuff for the community, and I just don't have time right now, but you also need to give back, right? However you give back. And Mike gives back to his community, and he's so passionate about it, you can tell. But it's really impressive. Mike's an impressive dude. I don't even know if he has those videos up anymore since Driving London's down. But that's who Mike is. And that's how I grew to respect Mike over a long period of time. And then somehow we just kept on bumping into each other. And we both took breaks from YouTube. We were both kind of sitting back thinking, what am I on YouTube for? Is it worth it? I just don't have any motivation. And then he started this carnivore thing. And now he's part of this carnivore culture in the UK, which is apparently picking up some steam, as I can tell. Anyway, if you're not following the Carnivore Cabbie, pick him up. Someone will drop his link, by the way, too. He's just a great dude. Patty Fish doesn't have a lot of videos up. If you go to her channel and subscribe to her, check out her videos. They're very short. She's a very sweet woman, very supportive of a lot of people. And this woman, I'm telling you, is very discerning. She is on very specific people's channels. I think I'm right, Patty. You can say if I'm right. I think I'm right on this. But she's not going to everyone's channel to try to be something on everyone's channel. She's very specific, very focused, very sweet, and very dedicated. But she has a life, you know. And Patty, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you spending time on the channel and helping out so much. Hey, White Fang Scratcher, how you doing, bud? Saw you on Sheena's Sheena Ketovore Life, which is now Sheena Thrifty Jewelry. I'm sorry, Sheena. You can beat me up with like a big stick. But Sheena's the other night, and you know, I don't know if you guys know what a scratcher is, but the scratching community is really big. It's the, you know, the rub off with the nickel or the coin or the key. I use the key. It's probably like heresy, but this scratching community is very large. It's really substantial. Nora, the Stock Explorer, she's called the Stock Explorer, and there's another person on the channel that does scratching, and they really have a big community. Scratch and Pete is another one of these great channels, guys. It's very supportive. We don't cross each other's paths a lot, guys, because he does a scratching community and I'm here. But I do go to his community. I occasionally watch a video, and he occasionally comes here, probably every 6 months or so. But he's a great chap, great supporter, and all this stuff. But the scratching community is huge. And I met White Fang. He came here first about 2 weeks ago, I think. And for whatever it is, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you. Randall, I appreciate you coming. It is. It's a Band of Forgotten Whales channel is going to be an adventure. You're going to either like a Band of Forgotten Whales, or it's going to be too much for you, because everyone closes their eyes, and you know, he could be walking along a tunnel with water in it, and he has to be able to assess if where he's stepping has a hole that goes straight down, and he dies, right? If it has a false floor, he has to be able to tell if he's on a false floor when he's walking. All of this is skill, instinct, and experience, right? This is not faint of heart stuff, and that's why I cannot encourage enough people to go to the Band of Forgotten Whales. Hey, Squirrel's Magnet Fishing. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Good seeing you in here. Squirrel does reenactment, Civil War reenactment. He was just taking us through his outfit. He was taking us through his scabbard, his sword, and what it meant, his bars. I think his second was it? No, it wasn't a lieutenant, I don't think. Anyway, he was taking us through his bars on his outfit and his hat. But he does reenactments, Civil War reenactments, and this is a very dedicated crowd of people, guys. It's not for everyone, right? But he does this stuff, and he's a great guy. He's a huge supporter of a lot of channels. Thanks for coming in, Squirrel. I appreciate it. Living life, loving. Happy Sunday to you too. Thank you for coming on in. Yeah, hopefully we can get a few more people to come out to your premiere that you had. I thought it was great, and you know, every video we do is not a winner, guys. You ask people called fishing and catching, right? So you have to be honest about that. Don Ars, thank you for being here, bud. Daz, appreciate you. River Rat, I thank you for coming on in, buddy. Thanks for coming on in. So I'm gonna go black here for a second, guys. Give me a second. In 15 minutes, guys. In 15 minutes, we're gonna head over to Abandoned and Forgotten Whales, and we're gonna raid his channel. He's got a premiere going on, and I cannot tell you enough about what a wonderful dude this guy is. Irishman Explorers, Or Explorer, and Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. These three guys go into what this is the longest tunnel in mid Wales. And I don't even know how they've got to be freezing, guys. These conditions have got to be miserable. Plus, they're deadly if you don't understand. Last week, I'll tell you, one of the caveats. They went and went and went and went, and they were down to spaces like this, where they had to take off their backpacks and crawl through these holes to get to the next level through small spaces. And then they get to the relics because it's harder and harder and harder to get to, right? So the guy crawls back even further into this, and they feel something trembling. I asked what it was, and they felt it was water flow. Think about that one. It was trembling, guys, and they're miles in. Then the guy crawls deeper into the hole like a lunatic, an absolute bat crap crazy dude. And he goes in and he says, and he didn't bring it out. He said, I found a boot from one of the miners that's better than they have in the museum. And they left it. They left it. They took a picture, but they left it. They were looking at some cables. They were looking at the different relics in the growths on the wall of these caves. They were marveling, right, at these relics that were just unbelievable, guys. A wheelbarrow. There was, I think, 2 or 3 wheelbarrows from these miners back 1.5 miles into these caves that were just left. 99.9% of the people in Wales will never see that. But because Gareth, a Band of Forgotten Wales, Irishman Explorers, and Or Explorer go out and do these things and document the relics for Wales with their work, and they having a blast, guys. I mean, there's some salty language. Who cares? It's all in fun, right? And by the way, guys, these peppers turned out to be, I bet you I could have 2 or 3 or 4 of these right now. So I might eat the rest of the Starscreams for my next video. Who knows? Anyway, I hope I've given you a reason to go to a Band of Forgotten Wales for the second part. These guys are as real as it gets. The risk is as real as it gets. And I think we all understand through claustrophobia, or the fear of claustrophobia, or the fear of X, Y, or Z. We're not going to go into it. But what these guys do is they go back and live that for all the people that would do it if they could, but it's not where they're at in their life. And you're not going to want to miss this part 2. I can guarantee you. Wild man, thank you for being here. Yeah, it will, Daz. And, for whatever it's worth, I'm doing lives every day to try to eat through these peppers. And then I'm going to take a break. And I hope everyone understands. I'm doing this so I can get through the peppers without ruining them and before they go bad. And then I'm going to take a small break, and then we're going to do some other stuff I think is really fun, guys. That's never been done, as far as I can tell, ever, on YouTube. And we're going to do other things. But when you have a break like that, Daz, it makes you better. It makes you more excited. It shows your passion. And it really helps the crowd focus, because they get to be there for the final, when you have to show up again and be there fishing. I know everyone's going to have a blast. I know exactly the people that are going to be in there too. Rich and Leo Angling, thanks for sharing. Rich and Leo were in here the other day too. Great, thank you. I had, let me see. Let me ask. I threw up after eating 4 Reapers one time. I didn't prep. I didn't know about prepping. So I ate them. And I wasn't feeling too good. So I threw them up. But that wasn't because they were bad tasting. Like yesterday's pepper was the worst pepper I've had in my life, and that was one of Purple Gator Jigsaw or the Purple Carolina Reaper. I'm not sure which one it was. I'll try it again tomorrow, and I'll tell you. Maybe, who knows? But I've never thrown up based on the heat of a pepper, a single pepper ever. It's never impacted me like that. One pepper never did anything to me. Two peppers rarely do anything to me. Now, if I get up to 3 and 4 peppers, that's when you got. I don't do this seriously. I just do it for fun and try to increase my abilities a little bit at a time, right? And we all get to have fun with it. But to answer your question, I've never really had one that threw me. What I say to everyone is I'm waiting for the one pepper, and Pepper X isn't going to be it, guys. We're never going to, I don't think we're ever going to see that pepper for 3 years. I think we're going to see the pepper come out in another year after they have a full harvest, right? So it'll be next year sometime, 2024. We'll see, oh, everything's Pepper X. I'm not buying any of it. I'm not going to buy a single Pepper X anything. Let everyone go out for their little views and tell everyone that they had a sauce with Pepper X in it. I couldn't give a crap. What I'm going to do is we're going to try to do stuff here that's a little bit unique. We're going to try to do things for the family, like, the fire pits and all that stuff. I'll be doing some other stuff I don't want to say because I've already baited an insecure person to do something, and I'm gonna keep it at that. So no pepper has done that to me. Now, I have had the 2023 Packy One Chip. I ate 3 or 4 of them, whatever it was I ate, and I went and threw up afterwards. I didn't prep right, but it was all the powder on them. Now I have a box of 10 of them, right, and I'm going to do those. But I wanted to make sure anyway, it's a long story short. But I did what I needed to do. The reaction was there, and now I'm going to do them when I feel it's appropriate. So I've got 10 of those I'm going to do, and I'm probably going to get sick, guys. I'm probably going to get sick. I think I could probably do 5, no problem. I think if I go up higher than that, guys, I'm probably going to not feel too well. But that might be one of the ones I eat the farm, right? Where I go and I'm just not feeling too well, and I'm just going to go for whatever it is and go from there. But it is perfectly legit, guys. You eat these things, you go through the 5 minutes. I'll probably make it 5 or 10 minutes afterwards, guys. I'm not going to sit here for an hour and go, geez, I feel great. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is probably make it for 5 or 10 minutes afterwards and shut it down, because after you make it through X number of chips, no one gives a crap. I might keep a long version, right, and speed it up for the last 20 minutes. But I never rush off these things because I don't want to. It's not like I'm going to get sick. Let me see who's showed up here. Dogman, welcome. Adrian, welcome. Phil Leo, welcome. Thank you very much. Great seeing you. I love when you guys show up. It's awesome. Got some great people in here, guys. Habaneros to me are not my go-to pepper. Jalapenos are my go-to pepper. Maybe a Carolina Red is a good medium pepper. Anything other than that is, to me, it's just I might cook with a Reaper occasionally. I've got some Reaper powder. When I go do my 10-day camping stuff, we're going to have some fun with some hot stuff. So I'm going to cook a steak with Reaper powder on it. And I'll do I'm not going to do the whole steak, guys. If you think I'm nuts, you're crazy. But I might cook a quarter of the steak with that. I might cook a quarter. I might buy some different types of seasoning with peppers, right? And we could try different parts of the steak with the seasoning. Anyway, it's interesting when you try this stuff, guys. I think it's great. I might like to try a ghost pepper steak. I might like to try a Reaper steak. I'd like to check try versus a salt and garlic steak, and then maybe a garlic and butter, right? So I could give you a review of those. I'm also going to show you how to make a drink, guys. You can make a drink that has a meal in it. You can make a drink that has any number of things in it. I've got some videos. I'll start posting those again. But I want to do that for you guys because I really think there's a lot of people out here, and I make them non-alcoholic now because I really am trying to cut all the alcohol out of my life. Why? Because I don't. If I told you the reason why, it would help explain some other stuff. But for me personally, I'm not interested in having that take away from all the time I could be using to be productive with that. Now, if I go camping and I want to have a glass or two of bourbon, I'm going to do it. If I'm relaxing, I'm gonna have at it, guys. 1 second. 1 second, guys. I want to make sure my time. Okay, so we've got 3 minutes before we're going to go off to. We've got 3 minutes until we're going to run off to Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. Moruga, welcome. Thank you for coming on in. I appreciate you being here. We're going to all run off to Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. You guys can start leaving the channel now and head over there if you want to. It's 3 minutes and 51 seconds before we need to head off. But if you guys all want to head to Abandoned and Forgotten Whales, he's having a premiere, and you're not going to want to miss it. I'm telling you, this is going to be a crusher. If you want to know what it's like to walk out on a plexiglass platform at the top of the world's tallest tower and look straight down where your stomach falls, that's what you're about to see with Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. We're going to go and raid Abandoned and Forgotten Whales channel right now. So we're going to head on over there, guys. It'll be about 5 or 10 minutes before that begins, I believe. And Dogman, it's great seeing you in here. I'm going to welcome everyone else in, and then we're going to head over to Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. If someone will post that link to his premiere, that'd be fantastic. Good having you. Derek Cloud, I appreciate you being here. We're going to head over to Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. Today, by the way, guys, we finished a Starscream Superhot, which is 1.1 to 2.2 million Scoville heat units. We did also the Primotalii X Chocolate Moruga pepper. Both of these did nothing to me, guys. They're pretty hot peppers, to say the least. I drank scalding hot coffee with them, and I smoked a cigar. Zero effect. Nothing. Now, at one point, if you wait about 3 minutes after eating these Superhots and you have something hot, it will raise the temperature up 1 point for me and then drop quickly straight down. But it tells you that capsaicin or the pepper is still on your tongue. It's a good indicator that you're still actively feeling that pepper's burn. Anyway, we're going to be heading over to Abandoned and Forgotten Whales, guys. So I'm going to work my way down. Dirk Clod, thank you for sharing that. Exactly right. I agree 100%. And, you know, guys, you can do anything you want. Thai peppers are pretty good, right? Thai food, some really good spicy beef Thai food. Oh, gotta love it. Pho, if you have pho soup, where you're having these, I do shrimp and beef, right? And then I add like 8 pounds of sriracha in it. I love sriracha. It's the only hot sauce I need. I don't need all this other fancy stuff at $10 a bottle. I just bought 3 bottles of sriracha today. Why? It's the best thing ever invented. Bud Files, hello. Good to see you. We're going to head over right now to Abandoned and Forgotten Whales, guys. If you could head over to Abandoned and Forgotten Whales, we're going to head on over there. I'm going to shut down this stream. Thank you for sharing Bud Files' link. Treasure Women, I appreciate you hanging around. Dogman, I appreciate you being here. Face the Ace, thank you so much. Hey, Annabelle, we're going to head over to Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. Someone's going to share the link. I know I'm way behind because I'm babbling like a woman here. Premiere right here. This is where I want everyone to go right now, if I can. So everyone can leave this stream. We're going to go raid Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. I'm going to leave this up, guys, and I'm going to end in 5, 4. Thank you all for coming, by the way. If you could give me a thumbs up on the way out or a middle finger, I don't care. Guys, have a great day. Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. Guys, let's head to the premiere.